So we've got ourselves Marco Reus. He is a 96 end of an era, finesse, technical and Travella, and I'm very interested to see the difference in between this card and also the team of the season. So let's have a look into him and see what we've got then. So he is a 5-star, 4-star, cam, 96 with a high, can play left mid, centre forward or striker. Great shooting, great passing, great dribbling. Pace-wise, obviously the acceleration's fantastic, but the sprint speed not as much. The one thing I wanted to check, what is the difference? Because it is just a 1 upgrade, and I'm hoping, I've not seen what the difference is, but I'm hoping they really did him well. Well, I mean, it is what it is. I suppose technical and quick step, technical for quick step, technical for quick step, that's fine. Finesse for chip shot, that's fine. And he's got technically Travella over incisive. I mean, it's a good upgrade for the Playstyle Plus. At the very minimum, they give him that. Unfortunately, they didn't give him the 5-5, which I think would have been the better shout. And this is why I was kind of thinking maybe to hold off on Reus's upgrade so that they could at least give him like a 98. Obviously, they're just going to go with whatever they can anyway. Place chemistry styles, people are saying basic. Keeps him controlled. I mean, it keeps him at a pretty decent rating, to be honest. It's a shame that he can't be a centre mid, so we might try him in that sort of cam centre forward role into a striking card, because most definitely looks incredible. We're going to whack... I'll probably just keep the basic on him, to be fair. I think that probably is the best move. Like, you don't really need a hunter on him at all. Like, I suppose you'd get more shooting out of it, but everything else is even better. So we might just go with the basics to start with and see where we can go. He is at the moment coming in at 844, so it's a hefty price to pay. Right then, let's see what Marco can do then. He's going to be hopefully a pretty good threat. I did like his cam. I think the biggest problem he had was already having Musiala and Wirtz as well is just a lot of cams all at once. So it's nice that he's gone up at least a rating, but whether it has that big of an impact, I don't know. Good ball into Soloff. Look for the volley. And I just love Soloff, don't you? Make sure you get him done. I don't know if his SBC's gone, but get him done. Even if you don't believe me, just get him done and you'll believe eventually. After a few matches, you'll figure out how good of a striker he is. But in terms of Reus, he's 844, and his other card is currently coming in at a whopping 300,000. So it is a shame that they've gone for such an expense so quickly. Get the touch, looks for the shot as well, check with a good save. It's going to be an interesting one to see if he is really worth it, because I do think he is a little bit expensive, but at the same time, there's so much fodder that you can get. Oh, he's offside, isn't he? Of course he is. Yeah, he is. Of course he is. I do think, how long have you got? You've got until the 1st of the 7th as well. So you've practically got a month to get him done. I think that's more than enough, especially with how much footies content we're going to have as well. There should be more than enough time to be able to get him done if you are looking for the highest rated Reus. That's going to be a big one that you can grind out over the time. It's not necessarily anything crazy. There's what, a 91, 2 90s, 89, 88, 87. So it is pretty bog standard. I'm interested to see if Reus is 800k, what is Cruz going to be? Because I know he's not necessarily the one coming out soon, I believe, but he most definitely will be even more expensive, I think, especially with a rating of like 96, 97. It's normally his agility balance that most definitely is the bit that really saves him in my eyes. It's such a decent level. If you can grind it out and really get that left stick down to a T, he's got a wonderful acceleration and then a great little touch that will absolutely blow you away for it. Same as Soloff every now and then as we get it back. Gonna find Reus again. Look for that left foot. One more. Reus finding the finesse. Finds the pocket. Gets the goal. It's a nice and easy one. Gotta love a 96 Reus. Gonna fit in the pocket really well. Not having the incisive might be a little bit of a problem. Oh, that was almost unreal. It might be the little bit of a problem putting him in cam again. Like, it's not going to be the worst problem in the world, but most definitely it would have been nicer to be able to have the option of an incisive, because having 2 shooting options for a predominantly passing based card would have been nice to have that passing playstyle. So unfortunately it is going to be a very heavy attacking card with a decent amount of shooting. Can we whip a ball in? He normally has the lot. It's passing wise, crossing, long, short. He has everything down to a T. So I am kind of expecting the whole package with this card, especially with the shooting as well. Good little ball over. Can we get the touch? Nice. Oh, tries to get it across. I think he does win the corner in the end. Decent enough. Hopefully the keeper doesn't come out. Soloff with the header. And that is very, very lucky off the line. Into his feet, looking for the ball across. He's always involved. That's the one thing with Reus is he's just that sort of card that gets himself on the end of everything, which is a good card to have, most definitely, in the middle. There. Lovely. Look for the little fake step over. Get that on the inside. Lovely for Soloff, who's going to get no penalty. I mean, he more than likely had the animation down, but it looked like he went straight through the back. If you've ever had the controller vibrate, it felt like he just went straight through the back of me. I think the biggest issue with the card as well is more the fact that if you already have a Wirtz or a Musiala, then what would make, like, other than obviously just having Reus to be a collection sort of card, what would be the point having another German cam? Same situation, same position, same everything. Like, they're all very similar. That was kind of the issue with them, is that they literally are 3 identical players that just have that same level of ability. Now, if Reus had the 5... Oh, that's poor. Do not let that be the thing that concedes. Ah, it's going to be, isn't it? Good set. Oh. Good save into the rebound. Beautiful. But that was the kind of thing that would have made Reus a little bit more of a standout, even though Wirtz technically already has it as well. I'm pretty sure it's Wirtz anyway. But he already has it, so it would have just at least put him on that same level of having the 5-5. Whereas, unfortunately, they have gone against that. And unfortunately, again, if I keep saying that, it will keep coming back, trying to find this attack. To be honest, this guy is absolutely dodging everything, and the through ball is absolutely killing me. Joselu is an unbelievable card as we try and find Anderson. Can we get a little touch on? Ooh, he's keeping it just about. He's going to watch that fake, try and find the middle. Grace is going to do her magic, and we're going to get it into Vinny. Back to Vinny, looking for the little pop for Reus there. Why didn't it go straight into Reus? Near post. Good save. Very, very good save. Reus on the edge, finesse shot into the block, and it's very, very lucky that he didn't manage to. Soloff is going to have a free header, and it's a good save again, honestly. I feel like they've patched some sort of animations here, because the amount of times now the keeper is pinging it to the post, rather than letting it, well, not necessarily letting it go in, but rather than scoring it, is unbelievable now. And that's going to be far too easy. Should have stuck a leg out at the minimum. Oh, Reus is there. Oh, but he's not gone for Reus. He's gone for Vinny. And he's screwed it up. Reus. Oh, he's offside. I don't know why he didn't go for... Well, to be fair, Reus was in such a scenario there. Lovely. Did he get onside? Oh, go away. The only problem I have with this card, to be honest, is he's good. Like, he's a good card. But I don't think he's crazy. That's my issue with this end of era week, is it's a cracking idea, and I think most definitely it's always nice, especially when we do have a lot of retirees. Soloff, at least slide for it. Oh my god. But the problem you have doing it now is we've just had all of the team of the season. It's not like they're going to give us a 97 Thiago Silva, a 98 Reus. I really wish that if they were doing the end of eras, do it like how they do the club transfers, like the moments. We got like a 99 pub. That's a great ball. Oh, that's a finish and a half there. That should be. But we obviously have got like them coming up at some point, and at least then you've got the 99s. Like, why do them now? Make them to the point where you are just going to end up getting rid of them at some point, like very, very soon. Because really, realistically, Reus, he's got maybe, what, a week or two until you more than likely get like a 97 euros card. That for me just seems to be a silly option to go for, because we could have just waited another month, got ourselves a 98, 99 Reus for the career. Like, I'd accept that for Cruz. I kind of want a 99 Cruz. I don't know if he's ever had a 99 in his career, but I would absolutely take one a month from now rather than get one today and it be almost the same upgrade as we see with the the road to the final that he's got. Like, that's a good card. It's a very good card, but it's only gonna go so far. So I'd rather wait. Has he got a penalty? Last minute Reus, that's what we want to see. He's going to be bagged on it. Great free kicks as well. But I do think when it comes to it, what they've done, I'm going to go bottom left. He's done it. He's absolutely done it. So I think even though I do like the card, I think it's an upgrade from his original, which is fantastic. I just don't think it's that big of an upgrade where I'm like, okay, this is an absolute must card. It's going to give you absolutely everything you need. It's just a decent card. And that's the issue for it, and especially in the market that we have got now. But if we do go into the overall, then let's have a little look at the card, because the biggest comparison, like I said, is always going to be them German cams. It's coming in at 860 in terms of, or 870 in fact now. The SBC itself, 87, 88, 88 with team of the season, 89, 90, 90, and 91. So not necessarily the worst. And I think the best thing about about the end of eras, to be honest, you've got a long time to get him done. You've got until the 1st of July to get him done. Plenty of time. That's more than enough to grind him out. So then the big comparison comes with Wirtz and Musiala. They're going to be what everybody compares this card to. You've got Wirtz at 96, and you've obviously got Musiala at a lovely 95. Now, Wirtz is the only one out of the three of them that has the 5-5. In terms of, if we go technically base stat to base stat, you've got 93, 91, 95. Musiala takes the pace, but if you do look at the in-game, we've got obviously the 99 here. Wirtz follows a similar pattern with the 94 and 88, whereas Musiala has a nice balance across the board, so he takes that cake. Now, definitely Reus has had the upgrade in shooting. He's most definitely ahead in that one. Passing-wise, one ahead on Wirtz. Then dribbling-wise, they are all the same, apart from Musiala with a lovely 99. Physical, Reus has definitely had the upgrade, so you can see they've tried to make him that a little bit better. In terms of playstyle pluses, you've got pretty much the same Barb from the first touch instead of the Travella, and then with Musiala, you've got the technical, incisive, and trickster. So I would say, personally, out of my preference, Musiala has the worst in terms of the actual card. In terms of a cam, most definitely the better ones for the passing, but the trickster for me is just not usable in the slightest, in a cam especially. I could understand on like a winger, your showboat and all of that jazz. I very rarely use a cam to use trickster, so it depends on your opinion and how you use him, but for me that's just not usable. So he is definitely put up in that same level. Now, Musiala is half the price of what Reus SBC is, and Wirtz is a little bit higher, which is fair enough for the 5-5. So I'd say, in terms of an SBC, he's definitely in the right zone with them. I just think when you look at the difference between the 95 and this one, it's just ones. Like that, it's an upgrade at the minimum. And yes, the Playstyle Plus is technically a better, like I'd prefer a power shot and kind of Travella over quick step, chip shot. Incisive I do like, to be fair, and quick step is just as good as technical, but it's whether you use it or not. So for me, it is one of them ones where I'm like, I'd kind of rather just pay the 290 to get him done rather than go for the 96 as such. But it's an end of era card, so I think I can't be too critical on him. I just wish that they'd have just waited. I could kind of understand with like a Thiago, well, to be fair, no, not even Thiago Silva. I could understand with like Nacho Fernandez. I could understand with Felipe Anderson. They are legends of a game that have been out for quite a while, but when it comes to the caliber of what Thiago Silva has achieved and what Royce's legacy, not only in football but on FIFA, actually is. It would be the same for Toni Kroos. I feel like they deserve the top of the top ratings. Like, I want to be taken back for Royce into that team of the season era where we got, was it the 98? I'm pretty sure, or something along that lines. 95. This card. Like, I want that to be the moments that we get for the end of era. Like that. That is a phenomenal looking card. Why not just wait a month? So we won't go too negative with it. It's a nice card. It's one to grind out for the future, but I wouldn't say it's an absolute wow card in my opinion.